China's 8-day National Day holiday, which begins on October 1st, was established by the Chinese Communist Party.
我之前来过的一个商场。
A mall. I came here before the October 1st holiday at 7 p.m. All the shops are closed. Nothing left. Oh, 3 people are skating down below, taking a class. It's quite a feeling. Live streaming of the Dongpo Bund on October 1st, 12:30 p.m. Where are the people? All the shops are closed.
这会儿的长安街上一辆车都没有。
There's not a single car on Chang'an Avenue right now.
这就是北京过节。
Beijing's holiday.
为什么呢？
Why?
我感觉要是我
For such a holiday, I'd either stay home or go out.
这种过节，要不是在家待着，要不出去玩。
Honestly, there's nothing fun to do in Beijing. Everyone's just working.
大家只是在这上班而已。
I'm ready for a massive traffic jam on Temple Front Street. No parking and packed with people. Why is there no one here this year? So what's going on this year? So deserted. A netizen casually filmed this at the mall and commented, "The National Day holiday is a bit deserted."
天哪，都快立秋了，我还没有找到工作。
Oh my goodness, it's almost the beginning of autumn and I still haven't found a job. Is anyone like me? Since March, I've been job hunting, either looking for a job or being interviewed, but I just can't find one that suits me and provides stability, or ends after just a few days of a trial period. Do you understand? Everyone else is waiting to collect their year-end bonuses, and I'm still job hunting. What should I do? So anxious. You can't not be anxious. During this year's October 1st Golden Week, shopping malls, supermarkets, and farmers markets across China are unusually deserted. Crowds in commercial areas like Yiwu and Shaoxing in Zhejiang Province and Shenzhen and Guangdong Province, in Xiamen and Quanzhou in Fujian Province saw a noticeable decrease. Many mall owners and residents expressed that business during this year's National Day holiday was unusually slow, significantly quieter than in previous years, making people feel unusual.
现在是星期六的上午11点。
Just after 11 a.m. on Saturday, the shopping mall is deserted. Very few people. McDonald's is completely empty.
特别少的麦当劳一个人没有。
What's wrong with this business?
这个生意是怎么了？
深圳的人到底都去哪里了？
Where have all the people in Shenzhen gone? I'm behind the Longhua bus station right now, and there are practically no people on the street. Come, let me show you. There are people arriving with suitcases. Longhua bus station in Gaoao New Village used to be packed. Why do I know? Because our shop has been here for 5 years. In the past, intersections and traffic lights were packed like a swarm of ants. Right now, the crowds are relatively sparse. Is Shenzhen's population truly decreasing, or just a lie? Where has everyone gone? The streets and shops are deserted. Did we all take the wrong road? This year is making me wonder if my shop is on an isolated island.
兄弟们，这条街道大家还有印象吗？
Brothers, does anyone still remember this street? It used to be bustling with people.
看一下现在的店铺。
Look, business is tough. The spicy hot pot shop across the street closed down after less than a week. Is it because all the big factories in Shenzhen moved away, or what? The flow of people has become so low, getting worse every year. Do you still remember the street? Hardly any people are eating out now, and few customers in the restaurants. What to do next? There's also a shop for sale here, which I remember being open for many years. A Shenzhen netizen said that despite Chongqing town's large population, the streets are deserted, with almost no pedestrians in sight. Have you noticed a strange phenomenon this year? Suddenly, there are almost no people on the streets. Shaojing has a population of 800,000, but the shops are empty. Then what? Stores like this, brick-and-mortar stores, are closing down in droves. Where have all the people in Shaojing gone this year? Residential units upstairs used to sell for 7,000 per square meter, and commercial properties downstairs for 14,000 per square meter. Now, residential spaces are 4,200 per square meter, and commercial properties are 4,200 per square meter.
我就想问一下，
I want to ask how your store's business is this year during the National Day holiday. Today is the second day of the National Day holiday. I am off work at 5 p.m. It's still light out, a bit early, so I decided to check out Tianyi City in Shanghai CBD. Not any people here. Why aren't there any people here? The mall is quiet too. I originally wanted to experience the bustling atmosphere of Tianyi City, but it isn't as lively as I had imagined. Instead, it's pretty deserted.
冷冷清清的。
The blogger asked if many stores were trying to capitalize on the National Day traffic this year, but the results haven't been so positive. Business is really hard to run this year. Last year at this time, the stores were incredibly busy. However, the business center is so quiet at an even earlier time, when she leaves work early. The blogger lamented, "Where have all the people gone? Why don't they spend the money they earn?" A netizen wandering in Quinshan, Jiangsu, sleeping in a park because he couldn't find a job. He said many people were sleeping in the parks like him. He said finding a job outside the hometown isn't easy, so young people should cherish the jobs they have.
今天就聊到这儿吧。
That's all for today. Anyway, I wish all job hunting friends the best of luck, regardless of age, based solely on ability. I'll continue delivering food tonight. Today, let me share my job search experience to show what the current recruitment environment in Beijing is like. It's been 2 weeks now since I started sending resumes on September 4th. I'd be lying if I didn't feel anxious, but it's more of a feeling of helplessness. In those 2 weeks, I sent out a total of 200 resumes. Whenever I had free time, I used various recruitment apps, including the ones others frequently used. The result? Only 4 interviews. The blogger said her first interviews was with an internet company, a grocery shopping platform. She was applying for a business administration position in their legal department, specializing in matters related to qualifications, licenses, and seals. She was very confident about the position because she had handled so many similar jobs before and felt confident she would have no problems. She was relaxed during the interview. Later, the interviewer asked, "How old are you?" It wasn't on her resume. The blogger mentioned her age, and the interviewer paused for a few seconds. She felt the offer might be off the table. The interviewer then told her to wait for further notice, and the company eventually informed her that she wasn't up to the demanding job. The blogger said they simply disliked her age, believing she wasn't suited to continue working in her 30s.
40岁中年
40-year-old unemployed. I've been home for a month. I didn't find a suitable job before October 1st, and I have no desire to go out and have fun the entire holiday. I was stuck at home for 6 days. No phone calls, no gatherings. Only adults know the meaning of difficult. You can't truly understand this from books unless you experience it in real life. The only reliable interview before the holiday was that I was told I would have to do a 7-day unpaid trial period, followed by an irregular internship, and only after the company was satisfied could I be hired as a full-time employee. I didn't negotiate fairness with HR because I know opportunities are scarce. I'm a tireless, job-seeking old cattle and horse.
刚刚跟我的儿子视频，说2句话
I just video called my son. I said a few words and then hung up because I couldn't continue. Really, down all day. I've been job hunting lately. Only on July 31st of last month, my previous company went bankrupt. I had no choice but to start looking again. I applied for many jobs and was interviewed by many companies. Since the company dissolved, I've been job hunting non-stop. Chengdu has had temperatures of 40 degrees Celsius for the past 2 weeks, but I didn't take a break. However, it hasn't been going very smoothly. The jobs I found aren't what I want, and the job I want is beyond my experience, and they don't want me. Sometimes I'm thinking, in my 30s, 36, already in middle age, what future do I have? A Chongqing netizen mentioned that brick-and-mortar women's clothing stores are in a very depressed state right now. This space has also closed down. It used to be really hard to get a space on this street due to the lack of vacancies. In just 1 year, everything here has become empty. All are the signs for rent or urgent transfer. Sisters, let's go out today. This shop is our old Mocha clothing store. Brick-and-mortar stores are really desolate now. Oh my, it's even more horrible than you could imagine. This street used to be full of women's clothing stores selling shoes, designer brands, and clothing for export. Now they're all closed. This location is in the Guanyin Bridge, which used to be a very popular commercial street. A Chongqing netizen commented in the comment section, "What was once a prime location has become so desolate. In the past, the transfer fee for a good storefront was $70,000 and a less expensive one was $10,000. Now the new owner doesn't have to pay a transfer fee even for renovated stores." A Shanghai netizen said, "This is Jueting Street during the National Day holiday. As of 1:28 p.m., not a single person has come into my store. If I had known this would happen, I would have closed it and returned to my hometown. What a waste of time." I am at the Jida duty-free mall in Zhuhai. Look, the whole mall is deserted. Today is October 1st. Where are all the people going? Are they out having fun? Gosh, not any people here. Are brick-and-mortar stores so struggling these days? This is unusual, truly unusual this year. From the very first day of National Day, there were no people. In the past, whether it was a 7-day, 8-day, or 6-day National Day holiday, business was always good for the first 3 days. This year, there were no people from the very first day. It's really strange. Also, the weather in Guangzhou has been bizarre these past few days. It's already October. It's still 35-36 degrees Celsius, hotter than the hottest days during the summer vacation. It's truly horrible. The entire store is filled with autumn clothes. Only a few summer clothes are left. The day before yesterday, I barely sold 1 or 2 autumn pieces in the store. All of the rest of the sales are summer clearance items. It's horrible. Summer clothes are barely getting any good price, and there's no profit at all. A lot of people say that scenic spots are deserted. I don't know since I haven't been out. Those going out, are there any people in scenic spots? I don't know where everyone is now. It's really strange. How is your National Day business? Today is the Mid-Autumn Festival. I took my wife and kids out for a stroll, expecting crowds and long lines of people. Yet, at the aquarium in the zoo, there was no one there. This is the largest zoo in my city. Inside, there were only a few people, mostly children. The aquarium is worse than the zoo, more people than tourists. During the National Day holiday, e-commerce business is slow, with traffic plummeting. I thought everyone was out having fun, but it turns out there was no one outside. I'm telling you, if you want to find a job, stop using the Boss Direct Hire app. It's not that useful, which I have spent so much time on it. I often spent 2 or 3 hours in the morning sending out resumes and stuff, but it was ridiculous how a year went by like that. The job, the company I'm currently working for, was not obtained through that app. I was interviewed by dozens of companies on the Boss Direct hiring app. They all had different reasons for failing, but basically the same, the kind where you couldn't possibly stay. Never look for a job before National Day. Anyone who does is a big fool. Why? Even if you find one, you still won't be able to start. They'll tell you you can't start until after the holiday. Bosses are cunning. If you start before the holiday, they'll have to pay you triple your salary during the National Day holiday, plus some basic salary for the holiday. But if you start after the holiday, the boss can save on that expense. You'll have to wait for over 10 days, paying for food and accommodation yourself. Don't you think you're a big fool? A blogger and her husband opened a restaurant in Shenzhen. She said that there used to be many factories nearby, and their daily turnover was as high as $240. After the factories moved away, business declined, and now it's only $140. Now the factory buildings have been converted into apartments, and a group of young people who work in the city live there. After work, they return home one after another. Many people who can't find jobs have also moved away one by one. The market is not good, and those with some money aren't willing to spend lavishly. She can clearly sense that everyone is reining in their spending. One customer at their restaurant used to order 3 dishes for $6 or $7, but now he only orders one fast food meal for $2. That's all for today. If you enjoy our content, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment, and share it with a friend. We appreciate your support, and we'll see you next time.